Escarabajo.
Escarabajo.
La consulta del doctor Escarabajo, dígame.
La consulta del doctor Escarabajo.
La consulta del doctor Escarabajo.
La consulta del doctor Escarabajo.
La consulta
La
del
consulta del doctor Escarabajo.
La consulta del doctor Escarabajo.
Yes, it has been a hell of a ride. Like, thinking about where we started in a little town in Bloomington, Indiana, to the fact that we are now really a world touring act, playing in Europe and London. And, well, I guess London is part of Europe, kind of not. That's a whole different thing. But the fact that, you know, we've built this thing from the ground up is really special. And I think the most exciting thing is that for all the work that we've put in, there's so much like hope and confidence that it's only going to continue to get better. So yes, we are very satisfied with where we're at, but we're also always are striving to do better.
We're blessed. We feel blessed, but not satisfied.
Blessed, not satisfied.
We're never satisfied. We want to keep raising the bar.
Get better and better and better. Well, it's given us a lot more than it took away from us. I can say that. I think we gained a huge following all over the world when the pandemic shut down. It was really important for us. One of the things that we were really hoping to do was be able to take our YouTube videos and to the next level. And when the pandemic stopped us from playing live, it really forced us to dive into that whole world. Shout out to our drummer Ruben, who spent 3.5 weeks straight figuring out how to make our sound through YouTube as good as it could be seeing us at a show. A lot of trial and error. But we really took the pandemic time to, like we said earlier, just grow and get better. We made an album. We released an album. We gained a new following that once we actually took that new album out, we had bigger shows than we've ever had and more support and just gained a lot of new fans. So, yeah, while it took away from us the actual monetary value of traveling and growing our business like that, we really gained a digital following that really allowed our business to continue to grow and thrive and move in spite of it. So that would be my answer to that.
I think the songs on our current album are different from the songs on our previous album, starting with how the songs were conceived and written. This album, we challenged ourselves to not overthink the process of songwriting. And we got together as a group of 5 and improvised grooves, jams, chord progressions, and musical sections. And then Corey improvised lyrics and hooks over the music. And the challenge was to have the basis of a song in under 10 minutes. We filmed this process and repeated it maybe 10 times and ended up with the 10 songs that you hear on the album. From that point, the recording process was also a little bit different because instead of going to a proper recording studio, we rented a house via Airbnb, set up equipment, and recorded the album live. So this album is more spontaneous and it's more of a return to who we truly are musically, and you can really hear the sound of the band as it is live in the recordings.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking off of that, like what Max was saying, our first couple albums, that was the way we worked. And as we started working on other albums, we kind of got away from that process. So the cool thing about To Be Determined was it was kind of the first time since we started as a band, for the first couple albums, that we were able to get in the same room and work together.
Now that I'm older, there's no one to shoulder my heavy.
Yeah, that we definitely, we don't give up songs, but we do retire them for periods of time. We call this, quote, putting them in the vault, end quote. And I don't think that we don't identify with the songs, but I think that when you tour as much as we do and play, 100 plus shows a year sometimes, you just simply get tired of playing the same song over and over. And we're lucky enough to have a big enough catalog that we can cycle songs in and out of our live repertoire. Another thing that we do is we'll take an old song and we'll completely reimagine the musical arrangement, but keep all the lyrics and the melodies the same, so the audience recognizes it as an old song, but to us it feels fresh and new. And a big shout out to Rob Walker, our bass player, for creating those new and fresh arrangements.
Yeah, I think always with our albums, we always strive for, I always say, albums to me are timestamps of where we are in our growth, and we just want to show improvement, and we want to show, dedication in what we do. So is it exactly like our expectations? Yes, in the sense that we've grown and we feel like this version of the Squeeze in musical form is better than other versions that we've had, but we're always setting to exceed those expectations. So we're already mentally moved on to the next set of music, which we all feel really strongly might be the best music we've ever created, and so that's always the goal. Very happy, but again, not satisfied. Always striving to do that.
It's the same old song to me. It's the same old song.
Our concerts are an explosion of energy. For some people, almost a religious experience, and our goal is to take people through the full range of emotions that they can feel: happy, excited, sad, really just every emotion, and we also, of course, want people to dance and to have a release from their regular life, which can be difficult, monotonous, etc. These songs, there's a range. There's a range of these. Pause. Sorry, pardon the interruption.
Please hold.
You're always shining with your Sunday morning smile. I said you're always shining with your Sunday morning smile.
I love the way you smile.
Ooh. Yeah, 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 yeah.
These songs sound really, really good live, partially because when we recorded them live. There are some songs that have horns and percussion and backing vocals. So we've had a really good time taking extra musicians on the road and doing shows with them. So that's been a really fun experience. But for the Spain tour, it's just us 5. So it's a really fun challenge to cover all of the musical sections, all of the horn parts, etc., with just the core 5 members. And I think we're doing a pretty great job at it. And these are some of the best shows that we've ever played.
I think with the also with the songs is that because they were, like Max said earlier, they were written, kind of improv-y and very like not thinking too much. And so what happens is, the product of that is when we get out live, we get to stretch them out a little bit more and get more imaginative in the live setting. So it really helps these songs come to life in the live setting. Okay. What are your future plans in the short, medium, and long term? Are you already thinking of new songs, or is it still early? Well, in the short, getting through the next 5 days in Spain. It's been a fun tour. We've been out for the last couple weeks. We started in a show in Los Angeles, and then we had a show in London, and then we've been running around Spain for the last week, and we still have another 5 shows to do over the next 5 days. So in the short, we're going to, enjoy that. In the medium, we got a big summer back home in the States, a lot of festivals, and a lot of new music. Like we said before, we are working on a new album. Our head has already moved on to that. We're currently writing it. We're looking for hopefully a good producer to come in and work with us on it, but we feel really good about the direction and the music, and that's really where we want to finish the summer. We want to get that recorded, be sitting on that, and get ready for a fall tour, which we're going to do stateside over a course of a month and a half, where we kind of pay tribute to our 10-year anniversary of our very first album, and play some bigger shows in some markets that we're very excited to bring friends to and have some big crowds for. So bigger and better shows, and continue growing. That's always the goal.
Like my bloody coat and I say, I just love being your man.
I don't think the world will be the same. I mean, how can it be the same? This was one of the most impactful and significant events in our lifetime, maybe in history. But I don't think that it will make people worse. I just think that it's made people rethink certain things and reorder their priorities. And I do think that people have realized that they prioritize community and being with other people, and this includes seeing live music. And I think we've felt the energy pour out post-pandemic, and just people missed it so much. And when live music finally came back, it was such an amazing feeling for the band and the audience. So no, it will never be the same, but I don't think it'll be worse.
And it actually feels like more normal than it's felt in the last year.
Yeah.
Like there was definitely a period of time where things were still slow and we were still moving out, and it seems like just in traveling, going to airports, going to festivals and stuff, that people are embracing a little bit more of the new and trying to get back to the new norm. Well, Pepe's our boy. So we're gonna rock Afro Blue. Very excited as a African American to be bringing a band that we call ourselves a mixed band of all races and religions, and we think that our music is a reflection of that. So it's gonna be a rowdy good time. We're gonna have some fun. It's gonna take you on a ride, emotional, and yeah, we're just gonna do our best.
And yeah, we love festivals in Spain. I think festivals are our favorite concerts to play. Venues and clubs are really great. We've played a lot of great clubs in Spain, but the festivals that we've gotten to play in Spain have been some of the most memorable experiences of our lives. So we believe that Afro Blue will be just as great.
I love the way you smile.
Book, film. Do you got any songs?
So I've been reading. What's the last book? Oh, I've been reading a basketball book, and that's what I'm really excited about. So I know that. Yeah, we love sports. So I've been reading this basketball book called "The Evolution Will Not Be Televised," and it's cool. It's describing positions in basketball, and that's just where my head's been.
And a film that we all saw together that was amazing was called Air, the story of Air Jordan. It's also about basketball and Nike, but it's an amazing movie. Any albums, Smiley, or songs?
I'm listening to the Rick Rubin book right now. That's really great. And also reading this other book called The Art of Contemplation. Albums, songs, we're listening.
I've been listening to the K Tremine album nonstop.
There you go. There you go.
It's K Trinade and Amine.
There you go. Yeah, nothing to note.
Okay.
Those are good.
Well.
Is that the last one? Oh,
yeah.
Should we do the greeting on a separate one?
We can.
Yeah.
Thanks for the questions.
Hola, histéricas grabaciones.
We are the Main Squeeze. Please follow us at Insta Squeeze
on Instagram
or at Main Squeeze Me on Twitter.
And also follow us on YouTube, The Main Squeeze. And please check out our latest album, To Be Determined. It's available on Spotify, Apple Music, and all streaming platforms,
including Tidal.
We can't wait to see you guys at Afro Blue, and we love Spain. Thank you.
God bless España.
Adios.